Announced Boom. Whew. We go. Alright, we are ready to go. Oh my god. Let's bring in the MMA expert, Aeron Helwani. God, Sam Roberts is just awful, isn't he? Aeron Helwani has the world's biggest bookshelf. Does he live in a library? Aeron Helwani is how I imagine I would look if I actually worked harder on myself. Oh boy. Aeron Helwani fucking giving out. Oh man. If anyone jumps in and has has any suggestions for drinking games, I got myself a bottle of the Morgans here. The good captain, the good brother. Here we go. Man, I love that siren, that air raid siren. Reminds me of home. Oh yeah, TLC's next week, isn't it? Plenty of shit to stream. Generals gathered in their masses. Fucking love me some Sabbath, man. War Games! Mate, it's not official till Regal screams War Games. Here it comes. God, it looks so weird. That huge ass cage in that tiny little arena. Man, that looks sick though. That is a sick cage. I know I've seen it before, it just never stops. Some black masses. Oh mate. This feels like a big time pay-per-view. I know every takeover is fantastic and they're the best quality pay-per-views in wrestling, in my opinion at least, but this feels really big. This feels like a big deal, man. I'm hoping I don't play Black Sabbath all night because I don't want to get clobbered with copyright. Someone help me out here. I've lost my drink and that is not good. I need my alcohol. There it is. The good captain will look after me. Peter! Mate. Just saying, Britain representing nicely at this pay-per-view. Danny Burch, aka the Governor. And of course, Pete Dunne. Oh my god, this is going to be so sick. I'm also very excited to see what Shotzi Blackheart's tank is going to look like after that tiny ass thing was run over. She better come out in a large one like Rusev. I want a Rusev style entrance. I'll tell you what, that women's match, that could easily be the main event. That is a world-class lineup of talent. Here it comes. Wade Barrett and Vic Joseph. Do you know what? I'm really liking Vic Joseph and Wade Barrett. It feels like they've come along very nicely as a pairing. Especially Vic Joseph. Look at him rocking the purple suit. Almost like a purple salmon. Saucy. Wade Barrett looking jacked as hell. Loving that black suit with a pocket square. Bit of pinstripe action. Here we go. Mate, oh, this looks so good. dare I say, it actually looks better in this small little underground kind of fighting arena. Yo, Miller, what's going on, brother? You watching some of this? This is going to be naughty. War Games! Mate, I'm ready for it. As you're here, Miller, let me know how the sound quality in the stream is holding up. Let the War Games begin. This is Sparta. Yo, Velveteen Cream is in the house. Cameron Anderson. Wow, hello Tony Storm. Mate. War Games. you got to shout, haven't you? It's just, oh mate, I'm jazzed for this. The arena's looking sick. The women are opening the show. This is going to be fucking naughty. Time to get real naughty. Oh, Dakota Kai, speaking of naughty. Not yet, probably going to watch replay. Sound is awesome. That's what I like to hear, man. Oh, mate, Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez are so fucking amazing. Raquel Gonzalez just showing off the shoulder blades. I'm digging that. Look at the size of her. That's a specimen. Wow. And Candice LeRae. Mate, this might be the hottest team in the history of wrestling. I mean, come on. Candice LeRae, Dakota Kai, Raquel Gonzalez, Tony Storm. Mwah. Magnifique in every sense. Oh. Anyone who jumps in is going to be like, why is he fapping? Stop that. Ooh. My girl Dakota Kai starts. I like it. Wade Barrett referring to Dakota Kai, who is my uber crush as the marathon woman, doesn't help matters whatsoever. Dakota Kai starts for Team Heel. I can't even remember what our predictions were on this. I think I picked the face team just for the sake of it. Oh, Ember Moon. God, she looks so fucking cool. She's got new ring gear, new entrance gear. Looks absolutely sick. I love the fact her mask just hangs off her shoulder now. That's such a cool little idea. She's got the glowing eyes, the felt kind of tail, the like pelt, you know, that Prohibition pelt. That's fucking sick. All that stuff. Yes. This is mine! This is mine! So fucking sick. Rhea Ripley looks like a mega star. She is a mega star. My God. She could lead this company for the next 15 years, man. Her and Charlotte Flair should just be going to war for the next 20 years. Speaking of megastars, Io Shirai. Oh, I'm sorry, this is just so much better than AEW. It is. Everybody feels like a massive star. They don't feel like, you know, indie marks that are going to flip off a cage for the sake of it. Oh, fucking saucy, mate. I'm ready for it. Inject it into my veins. Here we go, Shotzi Blackheart's entrance. I want to see what the tank's all about, man. I hope she's got a bigger tank. I know the little tank's cute, but I want to see it. Or I hope it's like covered in barbed wire and shit. She's got full Mad Max with it. Oh, so sick! That's fucking cool. That's fucking cool, to be fair. It's a similar kind of size tank, but oh man. It could very well be Rhea Ripley's last takeover. So I don't really pay attention to the dirt sheets like you do, brother. I'm not really that fussed. So for me, I'm just like, I just enjoy it for what it is. Like, either way, Rhea Ripley, whatever brand she's on, is going to be sick. You have to search. Go on social media and have a look at Shotzi Blackheart's tank. Use the hashtag NXT Takeover and look at Shotzi's tank. It looks so sick. Also, Dakota Kai bobbing up and down at the cage is giving me all kinds of feels. I think she's got a rocket actually sat on this tank, which she looks like she's going to aim at somebody. Not as big as Rusev, but it is a cool tank. I mean, you're not going to get Rusev's legitimate Russian tank in there, are you? If you did, I think you might be causing all kinds of problems. That was fantastic. She just fired a dummy rocket at the cage. Dakota Kai's like, motherfucker! I like it. Yeah, it's pretty sick, to be fair. You gotta love it. I'll tell you what, this is what wrestling needs more of. Fun props. Coming up next week on AEW Dynamite, Pat comes to the ring in a go-kart. You better fucking not do that, Tony Khan. Otherwise I'll kill you myself. Who's starting out then? Shotzi Blackheart. Team leader taking one for this. Oh no, Ember Moon has decided that she's gonna. Ember Moon's going for. Oh my god, Ember Moon versus Dakota Kai opens up the show, mate. God, talk about putting your best foot forward. Oh, both of these women are fucking. Oh, everyone's a star, man. It's not. I'm not watching this and thinking, oh, she's alright. The rest of them are scrubs. They're all fucking huge stars. Or stars in the making. Dakota Kai and Ember Moon feels like a massive matchup. You could put that on at WrestleMania and people would love it. They would enjoy it. They would consume it. Just like I'm consuming Dakota Kai in every sense. Sorry everyone. Oh, Lord have mercy, Dakota. You can't do this to me. Whew. I'm trying to live tweet at the same time. This isn't going to end well. It's not going to end well. Oh, man. Millie, you're missing out, bruv. You need to watch this shit. It's so good. Do you know, I like the fact that they don't have too many fans, you know? Everyone's saying that, like, oh, Dynamite's got all these fans. It's amazing for the atmosphere. It's like, yeah, it is good. Don't get me wrong. It was very cool for the winter show. But I like the idea of just having a small, rabid amount of fans. You know, there's what, probably 50 to 100 people in there? I don't know the exact numbers. The day you meet her, it will be Team Kick Your Balls. LMAO. How do you know? Dakota Kai will find me thoroughly charming, I assure you. Plus, if I meet her, I'll just be like, just nothing to say other than, you're so fucking beautiful. And then I'll be like, do you want to come on a wrestle plug? And she'll be like, what the fuck is the wrestle plug? I'm like, yeah, that's fair. That's absolutely fair. That's your mission, everybody. Tag Dakota Kai so you should go on the wrestle plug. It's so cool. And the host on there isn't at all creepy and in love with you at all. I'm not creepy. I just think she's beautiful. That's all. Beautiful. Scorpion kick. Gorgeous. Channeling it. Dakota Kai channeling her inner Colombian goalkeeper. Mate, Ember Moon, come on. These women are so fucking good. I'm watching this and I'm thinking, why does anyone even give a shit about AEW's women? When this is what NXT are doing. They're having their women. They've got 8 world-class women's wrestlers in a double cage, a War Games match. And Dynamite's like, yeah, we've got Britt Baker in a dentist chair match. Tooth and nail, yeah? No. Fuck off, Tony. Terrible. Oh. I should really take a drink, shouldn't I? Like a shot for every single time I hear Regal's voice go, War Games! But then I also don't want to be completely blackout drunk when I go and see the horses tomorrow. And also I've got the 2 foster dogs tomorrow as well. Just the idea of me stumbling through a forest, half hungover, half drunk. Just like half cut, like, huh? Morning. Dakota Kai, War Games. Oh dear. No context for that either. Oh! Oh! Oh, mate. Dakota Kai's like up against the fence and Ember Moon does like a crossbody into the cage through the ropes, and it was just like there was barely any give. It was just it was basically a mini car crash. Just how I like it. War. Can you imagine if Vince McMahon had his hand on War Games? It wouldn't be fucking Black Sabbath, would it? It would be fucking, what would it be? It'd be War. What is it good for? Because Vince has only just heard that. He thinks that's Monitor. Oh, that's such good shit. Oh, I love that song. That's been out for like 3 months, right? Actually, it's been out for like 3 decades, Vince. Shut up. I love how the green screen is reacting with the Chris Hero logo. Dakota Kai going up top. Right, second rope. Oh, look out. Oh! Cam, if you're watching this, mate, you need to steal that. It's basically a Canadian destroyer, but as they forward flip, it's with a backcracker. Oh, sauce. I think Fortunate Son would be a sick walk. Oh, yes, bit of Creedence Clearwater Revival. I like the idea of, instead of a tank, next time they have like napalm helicopters, like dropping a field of napalm and then the graphics, and then out from there emerges like Rhea Ripley. That'd be sick. Shotzi Blackheart is in. She's number 2 for Team Face, as they have the advantage, and she's not getting in the ring. She's going for weapons. Okay, she's just got a gigantic crowbar and a toolbox out, as you do. And by toolbox, I don't mean Cruise. This is quite cool, isn't it? Because, like, you think, a few months ago, Shotzi Blackheart, she's always been amazing, but she didn't really feel like a main event star. She was just kind of there. And all of a sudden, they've just, like, catapulted her. And that shows what NXT can do. They can take someone like Shotzi Blackheart and make her a megastar. If she was in AEW right now, she'd be on, like, fucking Dark wrestling Layla Kirsch or something in a 5-minute squash. Nobody would give a fuck. You've got to have emotional investment in your characters. Blackheart is teeing off on Dakota. Nice. Cheeky little backwards cannonball into the second rope. I like. Man, I love Fortunate Son. That's like one of my favourite songs. Chef Cameron Anderson. Are you a chef though? Are you? You say you're a chef. Mate, Shotzi Blackheart is fucking, well, just fire, innit? Oh, that was naughty. Shotzi Blackheart reminds me of like a modern day Lita, but better. I know I never really like comparing wrestlers in that way because she's her own wrestler, but you know what Lita was to like the Attitude Era, that kind of alternative sort of kind of like semi-gothic kind of woman, you know, the tattoos, the alternative look, the coloured hair, stuff like that. And like Shotzi Blackheart's really got that down for the modern era. It's becoming kind of fucking cool again. You young whippersnappers might know, but when I was young, fucking hell, gothic birds, mate. Damn. It's time to load up on the rum, brah. If I show off what I'm drinking on camera, do I get hit with like a sponsorship problem? Or do you think the captain will sponsor me for live stream? How sick would that be? If the captain was like, do you know what? I really appreciate the fact that you're constantly drinking my product, so how about we sponsor your live stream and give you some free alky? I'll be like, oh yeah. Woo! Hello. That's a strong one. We're going to hit this, and we're going to hit it hard, and we're going to do it right. And I am going to have a massive, massive redonkulous cheddar in the forest tomorrow. And if you don't know what that means, go on Urban Dictionary. I'd just like to point out that this is not a brand Coke, and other Cokes are available. Oh, speaking of Coke, I'm not going to lie. If someone offered me a line right now, I probably would go full Michael PSAs on it. Here we go. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's next for team? Oh, Raquel Gonzalez. Unleash the beast. Can I just say that Raquel Gonzalez would be like my perfect partner, wouldn't she? Can you imagine us two as like an intergender tag team? Fucking yes, mate. Give me what I want. Ember Moon and Shotzi try. Oh, that's so cool. They've gone with like the Civil War thing. They're trying to chop down the big tree that is Raquel Gonzalez. So it's like watching when Captain America and Bucky were taking on Iron Man. Even though obviously Iron Man is kind of a similar size. But yeah. You understand what I mean. The concept's there. Oh, she's got one of the best big boots in the business. Love it. I love it. Hoss women. Is there anything fucking hosser in this world? Oh my god. Oh, mate. Cam, I'm stealing all these moves, bruv. I'm basically going to be a male Raquel Gonzalez when I come back. So sick. Shotzi Blackheart going for the Hurricane Runner. Nope. Uh-oh. Powerbomb into the cage. Out. Splat. Just dropped her. Just fucked her off. Get on the floor. You dirty bitch. I love this shit. Yeah, Raquel Gonzalez, mate, gets her up for the fucking... just the standard slam. And then just spins around about 3 times and dunks her. Kind of like an inverted Tour of the Islands. I like very much. Wade Barrett. Oi. If anyone has the chance, don't forget to retweet the live stream and send it to people you think might be alive, who might want to watch it. No idea who, but you never know. Leo Rush is talking about bangers. No idea. But he is fucking awesome. Dakota Kai gives it like the old face wash kick and then just stands there basically doing the splits. I try my best not to be too nefarious. But she's so fucking hot. Bear with me, guys. I forgot that my NFL team is about to get fucking bummed, so I'm going to have that on somewhere in the background. Don't worry, it won't interfere with the sound. But I've got to watch my team get thumbed, don't I? It's mandatory at this point. When I've finished painting the great Mike Tyson. Ah, there we are. So sick. Dakota Kai just like jumped literally from the top of one rope using Raquel Gonzalez as like a springboard, and he just flew right over one ring to the other and took him out of a double clothesline. That was so fucking sick. Here, Rhea Ripley's in next, which means more power, more games. Oh my god. Raquel Gonzalez literally looks like she's salivating at the prospect of more Rhea Ripley. Give me more Hoss. Meaty Hoss women time. Oh, mate, this is going to be fucking naughty. Dakota Kai trying to get the cheap shot in. Oh, nasty. Excellent connection. Let me know if there's any problems with the stream as we go, guys. For anyone who is tuning in. Yes. Ride her, Kai. Ride her like the wind. Sorry. Oof. Mate, Rhea Ripley is teeing off on Dakota. Can you stop beating the shit out of Bae, please? There are other people you could be beating up. Sick little drop kick for a woman of her size. Not bad. Not bad at all. It always looks so much cooler when the big powerhouses do a drop kick. I remember when Kane did a drop kick once, my fucking face almost imploded. I couldn't believe it. Oh, mate. Rhea Ripley is demolishing shit right now. Ember Moon, beautiful code breaker on Raquel Gonzalez. Shotzi's gone. Oh my god, that was so sick. Shotzi like springboards and then does the fucking code red off of her back. So good. Ever so slightly botched, but I'll tell you what, when she gets that smooth, that looks fucking sick. Oi, oi, the toolbox is out. Rhea Ripley's opening up the big red toolbox. What's in there? What have we got in there? Okay. A gigantic comedy hammer. That's not a real hammer. You can just tell from looking at it. It's also the fact that she's proper teeing off on Dakota Kai with a fucking hammer. Channeling her inner... Oh, hello. She's got the belt off now. Oh, this is going to end badly. Oh, that's pretty sick. Instead of whipping her with a belt, she's like wrapped it round her and she's like pulling her in so she can headbutt. Oh! Ripley just fucking gave her a beal with the fucking strap right into the side of the cage. Oh, I love that. Ripley's cleared her ring, phrasing. Raquel Gonzalez has cleared her ring, double phrasing. And now, Meaty Hoss will meet in the middle. Raquel Gonzalez, Rhea Ripley. Oh, Meaty Hoss battle in the middle of War Games. Oh, suit you, sir. Oh, suit you. Don't do that. Someone will die. That is solid metal. Oh. Okay, this is just becoming a proper nasty little brawl. I love it. 10 seconds. Who's next? It's going to be... Wait a minute. It's going to be a heel, isn't it? So who have we got left? Toni Storm. I like how Candice is like in the back of the corner of the cell. Like, I'm not going in. You go in next. I'm the captain. You do as you're told. Alright. Toni Storm has brought about 50 kendo sticks in. This shit's getting real now. Oh, fucking that German, mate, on Rhea Ripley. The way she took that as well. So sick. Fucking, there is not enough German suplexes in wrestling. And because of that, I probably enjoy them more. By the way, Toni Storm is looking insane. Insane. That ring gear is so sick, man. Everyone's gone quiet in the live stream, so I assume they're a little bit put off by my first levels. Speaking of which, fucking hell, I might have overdone that one a bit. Tis the season after all. Just checking the sound out. My apologies if I miss anybody's comments. Not that I will. Ain't nobody talking to me. I'm just basically shouting into a void at this point. And I'm okay with it. Fucking Raquel Gonzalez and Toni Storm doing business. Big business. Don't forget, lads, if you get the opportunity, share the stream, retweet, all that kind of stuff. I know a lot of you are probably heading for bed soon, so just fucking stick it in a group chat, a fucking forum, whatever it might be. Let people know that WrestlePlug is going to be live streaming for the foreseeable future. And of course, I will be doing Raw as well as Impact. And, well, basically, I'm just going to be live streaming everything until I run out of steam. So hopefully this is going to be a regular concurring thing, and we can get, or recurring thing, shall I say, and we can get a few more people on board as well, because it would be quite sick to have a shitload of people in. I'm just seeing it as like an opportunity for me and my mates to all jump at a big old party, watch some wrestling together, chat shit via the YouTube. Good times. I love that camera shot. Just like the they call it the Wile E. Coyote cam, don't they, in WWE, when it's like looking from the top and going all the way down. Here comes the genius of the sky, Io Shirai. I am ready. Oh, hello, she's going under the ring as well. Phrasing boom. What's she going? She's going for a ladder. Of course she is. All of this action, no blood. Back in the day, all of these girls would be bleeding. That is true, actually. I've seen, like, I've watched all the old War Games. My favourite one's the one with the 4 Horsemen, obviously. And it's just fucking, everyone's just, like, Ric Flair, he gives it, like, what, about a minute? And he's like, woo! He's just bleeding like a stuck pig, man. I like that, though, obviously. And also, you know, I appreciate that blood has to be on a premium because of everything that's going on. Oh, that's quite clever. Well, Oh, that's very clever. So Io Shirai is trying to, she's picked up loads of weapons. She's trying to get in the ring. And Raquel Gonzalez is like, I'm just going to shut the door so you can't get in. And then she just waffles her fingers with a kendo stick. It was like, that is a bad mamma jamma. Why is it when I put NXT Takeover War Games in on the GIF screen on Twitter, all I'm getting is a load of GIFs of fucking riddle diddle? This is unacceptable. Mate, Io Shirai getting dismantled outside the ring. Unless she's injured, she's certainly got the easiest draw because she didn't have to do fuck all. Mate. That's some good shit. Oh. Io Shirai isn't even attempting to get in the ring. She's just putting more weapons in. It's like her job is like, can you make sure you get all the weapons in before you get in? Otherwise we won't have enough shit to clobber each other with. Just lobbing sticks, ladders, chairs, whatever you can get in there, shovel it in there. Get a fire extinguisher, love. You know it makes sense. I love how Raquel Gonzalez is like taking everything that she's throwing in and then just basically kind of meeting her at the pass. Didn't like that spot that much, I've got to say. She threw the chair to Raquel Gonzalez and then kind of jumped over and drop kicked it into her face. But the problem was it was such a time difference. I mean, Gonzalez did well to try and cover that by swinging it, but oi oi, they've knocked they've locked Io Shirai out using cable ties of all things, or is it cable? Oh no, it's Toni Storm's using one of her belts. I love that. She's tried to tie the belt, but she can't, so she's just holding on to it. Okay, Io Shirai's decided she's going to climb the side of the cage. I wonder... Oh, mate, that's so good. Gonzalez power bombs Shotzi Blackheart into the side of the cage where she was climbing, so she falls off. That kind of spot. Oh, I love stuff like that. That's just so... You know, it's so ingenious. Toni Storm is laying the boots in. Here we go. Last member of Team Face. Oh no, it's Team Heel, sorry, isn't it? Oh yeah. Alright. Candice LeRae just strolling in. You naughty... Oh, hello. Io Shirai heads her off at the pass. Oi, oi. Is that Indy Hartwell? Yes, it is. Indy Hartwell has arrived with a neck brace on. I'll tell you what, you don't realise just how jacked she is. Indy Hartwell is she's a meaty lady. I mean that in a good sense, obviously. She's fucking shredded, man. And that's a woman who's been putting in the work. Candice just casually handing her a bin. Here's a bin with a load of shit in it. Mate, how many weapons do you need? Seriously, leave something for the men. What are they going to fucking do later? Hey, Indy Hartwell is locking the cage door. Huh. I don't really understand. Oh, I like that. Puts the key down on top as if to say, none of you cretins are going to get it. It is very much advantage team heel right now. I can hear Jeremy Miller fapping from here. Ooh. Kendo stick to the back. Naughty. Oh, mate. I don't think I've mentioned enough how much I love Wade Barrett on comms. I thought that this brand would suffer a little bit losing Mauro Ranallo, but it hasn't. Not even slightly. Curb stomp. Wait a minute. I think the commentator's ballsed up. Because you can't attempt to pin someone until everyone's in the ring. So, Shotzi Blackheart. Candice LeRae goes to pin Shotzi Blackheart. The referee's like, no, you need Io Shirai. But the commentators had said, oh my god. I have no words to fucking express what I just watched. That was insane. Mate, that was insane. Io Shirai's like top. It's so crazy, wasn't it? That was so sick. Oh, I'm just gonna put the trash can on my head and then fucking make the dive. Mate, I can't get over how good that was. Putting a fucking trash can on your head and then doing a fucking dive off the top of the cell. Oh, mate, that was so sick. Io Shirai just like countered. Do you see how she countered that suplex attempt for Raquel Gonzalez into her own like spike DDT? That was she's so fucking good. I mean, to be fair, she is women's champion and for very good reason. Mate, I'm trying to fucking keep up with all this. Trying to watch this and fucking... Oh, mate. It's just fucking electric. This is so good. This is so... Honestly, how does the rest of the pay-per-view follow up from this? Outrageous, man. No one will beat this match tonight. It's really hard, isn't it? What an opener! Like, I feel sorry for the singles matches, or should I say the sort of more normal matches that are stuck in the middle. Like, Jesus. It is clever though because it gives you a break, doesn't it? Having this first, like I've seen people complaining saying, "Oh, why don't you just have them back to back?" No, like it makes sense to have one first. Candice LeRae's got the submission in. Oh, now Shotzi Blackheart's got a submission in on... Okay, everyone's got a sub... Who's going to tap first? I love it. Yeah, you got to have like that break, ain't you? War Games first, War Games last, and then in between you got those three matches to kind of just bring it down a little bit because your heart rate starts going. You start getting crazy excited about it, man. So it's good to have that little break in between. Candice LeRae looking for the waffle. That was amazing. Candice LeRae's like, hold on, let me get a better weapon. She puts down the pin lid and goes and gets a kendo stick. Oh, that was a terrible chair shot by Shotzi. Awful. That was Lance Storm ECW-esque. Like, I'm never going to give out too much, but you've got to put a bit of gumption on it. Oh, Dakota Kai from behind. That's what he said, not me. Oh! Dude! Shitting hell! Fucking... I think it was Io Shirai was in the... Yeah, holy shit. That was nasty. Dakota Kai doing basically almost like the coup de grace, a double foot stomp onto that trash can, and it just went right through. You could see the damage. Like, oh, mate. I think Io Shirai was in there. It was like, holy fuck sticks. That's actually the gnarliest thing I've seen in this match, and this has been pretty fucking gnarly, this match. Oh, mate, Dakota Kai proving why she should be women's champion. Oh, she's amazing. She's fucking incredible. Give that woman the strap right now. Oh, I'm loving Ember Moon and Dakota Kai as a long-term rivalry. Fucking naughty. Ember Moon's up top, looking for the... Oh! Oh my god! Eclipse on the... Oh, mate. Mate. Holy shit. That's like 2 or 3 of the most insane spots you could ask for all year. Mate, I'm inviting all these women to Louisiana to party, mate. These women are gnarly good, aren't they? Holy shit. Every single one of these women has stolen my fucking heart, man. Absolutely amazing. This for me is what a 5-star gimmick match is. Oh, mate, that fucking inverted cloverleaf is so sick. And Io Shirai dropkicking you just makes it all the worse. Another pinfall attempt. Tony Storm kicks out. I haven't seen many kickouts, which I like as well. I really appreciate how strong a lot of these moves are. There's been a lot of interference of pins, but not too many kickouts. Mate, I know it's like a reaction thing and all that, but like, it's fucking, I'm just in awe of it. I'm just like staring at it. I'm like, it's such an amazing match. This is absolutely incredible. This for me is like the best women's war games, if not the best war games I've seen. It's fucking amazing. Shotzi's going up. Love a bit of ladder action. Oh, she took a flat back. I mean, I know it's Candice and she does that shit a lot, especially back in the old PWG days, but what is she doing with that chair? Ow. I mean, the only thing I hate about that was it was so freaking obvious that the chair of that she was moving the chair in a position just looked a little bit too fake for my liking. Mate. You know, Shry's coming up. Beautiful. That's the moonsault. Couple of spots there. Rhea Ripley, like, making it way too obvious that she was waiting, like, those little things. But I also get that with the manic nature of this match, absolutely insane. I'm pretty sure Raquel Gonzalez just murdered Rhea Ripley there. I'll tell you what, Gonzalez, as I would dare to say, has been the MVP of this match. She's been amazing. She's been posting up for people. She's been, oh my god. Oh, mate. Oh, mate. Oh, mate. That powerbomb. Get in! What a fucking... Oh, mate. I'm so fucking happy. Fucking amazing. Getting... Oh, mate. I mean, that bump was fucking gnarly. But Raquel Gonzalez won the fucking match. And gets the fucking... That's so cool. Indeed. Jerry calls it a coming out party. You are fucking right there, mate. Talk about... I mean, she's already been being built so well. That's some next level shit right there. You just pinned the champion and got the win for the heel team. That is fucking phenomenal booking. So smart. The one person who you could argue probably would need the pin more than anyone else coming out of it. Genius. What a fucking fantastic match. Here comes Indy Hartwell. Man, that was fucking so sick. Mate. Man. Do you know what? I feel like I could go to bed now and I'd be very happy. Absolutely fucking phenomenal. That was a 5-star War Games match. Hey, AEW, you watching? That's how you fucking do it. Mate, trying to keep up with all this. I'm knackered. Oi, oi. Up to 70% off on WWE Shop.
This Wednesday, all eyes go back on the Prince.
I've got to say, I am enjoying Finn Balor more in this role, but he's still very boring for me. All eyes back on the Prince this Wednesday. I like that. That's quite cool, because it's almost like saying this is a team sport event. You know, War Games is all about team sports, but when it comes back to being the sole destroyer, I'll let you know. So it's like, you know, that's why I'm not at War Games. It doesn't need to be anyway. Mate, Raquel Gonzalez has got star written all over her. They're like the Reservoir Dogs of wrestling, aren't they? Oh, a bunch of G's. Pat McAfee tossing his keys to the camera. There's something about McAfee. It must suck to suck. He is so good at being a heel. I love Pat McAfee. Oh, Ciampa versus Thatcher is up next. Who you got, ladies and gentlemen? Here we go. This should be a very different kind of pace. I imagine this is going to be a lot slower, a lot more gritty, a lot more VRT. What though, Tommaso Ciampa? Oh, how good does he look as the Psycho Killer? The Psycho Killer is here. Macabre is the best heel in any company right now. I assume you mean Tommaso Ciampa? Which is a good argument. Oh, he's not a heel, is he? Macabre. Am I missing something? Did I get it wrong? Maybe I got it wrong. I don't know. Oh, McAfee. Yes, that's who you're referring to. Sorry. Yeah, the fucking Tommaso Ciampa is shredded, mate. I will never ever look like that. I'd like to see Thatcher. I think Thatcher needs the win because he not jobbed out, but he lost to Kushida, and that was quite a high profile loss, especially against the other big technical wrestler in NXT. So I feel like Thatcher needs this a lot more. This should be a fucking knockout fight. These two are going to knock lumps out of each other. I love how Wade Barrett's talking about I am drunk. That's fair. So I'm gonna be getting there eventually. He's hoping. I love that Wade Barrett talking about all the surgeries and the setbacks that the champ has had, because obviously Timothy Thatcher is the kind of guy who's going to expose that. That's good commentary. I like that. Take note, AEW. I'm sorry, I hate to bang on about AEW, man, but I watch this and I just think, I don't know how anyone can honestly compare them. And I think Impact's fucking amazing. I love Impact and I'm really excited about the crossover, but for me, this is just such top quality, high quality wrestling. With the real shine on it, these all feel like stars. You know, AEW has some amazing talent, but not many of them feel like stars like these guys do, these guys and girls. And their women's division is just a fucking joke by comparison to NXT. Should just call this podcast I Hate Fucking AEW. Which I don't. I actually really like AEW. It's just that I'm frustrated with some of the difficulties they got going on. Interesting. Yeah, this is very much, you know what this feels like? A proper Mid-South battle. Obviously, it won't have kind of the bloody effects of, the old days and things like that, but it does have that kind of, it's basically a new school take on the old school classics, isn't it? And I love that. This is going to be just a flat out fight. You know, this is the kind of match that you can, I guarantee Cornette will love this match. I guarantee it. Cornette will watch this and he'll be like, that's good shit. I like that match. Vince McMahon will be watching it going, there's not enough turkeys and gobble and gimmicks. But yeah, man. This is wrestling in its purest form, really. I love this because obviously Timothy Thatcher should have a massive advantage over Tommaso Ciampa when it comes to technicalities. So I love the fact that he's kind of almost trying to school him over. I love this. It feels more real. One of my bugbears about wrestling is when it gets too choreographed, you know? And don't get me wrong, some choreography works really well. But for instance, with this, you know, when he gives him the Snapmare takeover, Thatcher kind of just rolls into it like it's more natural. He doesn't do this extravagant flip bump. You know, if a young buck had taken that, for instance, and they're amazing athletes, no question, but you would have been like, forward flip, land on my feet. And it's like, why? Why not just do it the easy way? Ciampa going after Thatcher's ankle there. That's very clever. Slow him down. Man, you never realise until you see him just how fucking much of a unit Thatcher is. You know, when you say, you know, an American technical wrestler who spent a lot of time in Germany, you wouldn't expect him to be his kind of size. You know, he's a fucking unit. I mean, I highly recommend anyone checks out Thatcher versus Volta from WXW or even Progress Wrestling. Like, some of their matches, the chops, the violent nature of them, you know. I mean, I don't know if you've seen it yet, Jerry. I assume you've got the WWE Network. If you get a chance, mate, check out Ilya Dragunov versus Volta. That's right up your alley from NXT UK about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Just a pure fight. Two men trying to fucking kill each other. Masterpiece. I would argue probably the best match of the year. And not necessarily because it was, you know, the most athletic or it had the best spots. It felt like the closest thing to a real fight. If I tuned into that and I didn't know what pro wrestling was and somebody had said this is MMA, I would have believed them. Because it felt that real. You know, that's the kind of stuff that is just beautiful. I love it because it's a complete dichotomy from what we've just seen. Obviously, that car crash gimmick spectacle of the women's match, which I thought was 5 stars. I thought that was fucking phenomenal. But then you come back to this. This is just a more stripped back. It's like do you know what this is? It's like a gritty, You know, it's what we just saw earlier was like watching a fighter gem. This is more like a fucking gruntish muscle car that can't be fucking stopped. It's so gritty and angry. This is the bulldozer, you know? The pace comes down a little bit, but it works really well. And also it gives Volta is a beast. I think Volta is for me, I mean, if I've said this actually on the YouTube channel before, when Kyle and Jay were with me and we were doing some like little sort of subjects, and we sort of said, who would you build your company around? And I said Volta would be the first wrestler I'd have on my roster. You know, he is the spine of everything that is wonderful about wrestling. Volta is the kind of guy who can lead wrestling forward. Volta is the kind of guy that, you know, like for instance, like my stepdad and my mum, for instance, they take the piss out of me for watching wrestling a lot and even being a wrestler. And one thing that always makes me laugh is like, you know, if I'm watching The Undertaker or anything that's pantomime, they'll be like, see, it's just silly, it's ridiculous. When someone like Volta comes on the screen, they don't have anything funny to say. And I think that's a real testament to how good he is and how credible he is as a wrestler. Because you have to take him seriously. Same with someone like Thatcher. Same with someone like Tommaso Ciampa. They're so good, you have to take them seriously. There is no funny ha-ha. You know, if you imagine Tommaso Ciampa just slapping the piss out of Orange Cassidy, it'd be fucking phenomenal. And I like Orange Cassidy, but he needs to know his fucking place, because he ain't even close to the level that these guys work. Like, these are legitimate badasses. These are legitimate men. You know, real men of wrestling. I love Thatcher's kind of... He's got this... You know, he takes such pleasure in it. I've never understood how these guys can work without knee pads as well. Because, fuck me, every time I get in a ring without knee pads, it hurts like shit. Like, that's a real testament to the specimen and the power and the nature of it. Oh, I love that. Do you see that little nuance? Like, Thatcher's like, you know, he's prowling, and the referee's like, whoa, slow down, I need to ask him if he wants to continue, and Thatcher's like, yeah, like, he's fucking loving it. He's like, yeah, ask him, because I'm going to prey on him, and I'm going to dissect him, and I'm going to hurt him. It's got a great psychology to it. It's so simple. It's killing me. Orange Cassidy is being treated like he's a top guy. See, that's the big problem here. It's not that Orange Cassidy shit. It's the fact that, like you say, he gets treated like a top guy and he's not even close. You know, Orange Cassidy has his place. You know, if Orange Cassidy was having out with R-Truth over 24/7 Titan and, you know, doing all those crazy things that they do, I'd be loving him and he'd be great. But, you know, he's not. He's on AEW, right? And AEW is like, it's because Tony Khan's got chubby for him. And it just feels so cheap. You know, it feels so forced. And the ironic thing is, all AEW fans go on about is how, you know, it feels so forced and it feels so, you know, I'm sick and tired of watching WWE because all they do is force their characters down your throat. And it's like, well, what the fuck is AEW doing with Orange Cassidy? Come on, like, you know, have the same consistency. It's not about who's better. It's about what's right and what's wrong and what's not being done well and what is being done well. If you like Orange Cassidy, fine. But if you're going to sit there and tell me that Orange Cassidy deserves to be considered as a main event level wrestler, you're a fucking idiot. You are. You're a fucking idiot. That's what annoys me about wrestling fans. That they can't, like, you know, just because your wrestlers... For instance, one of my favourites, right, is Akira Tozawa. I think he's hilarious. I think he's great fun as a ninja. But I'm also very aware, because I have a fucking brain, I'm very aware that he is in the right place on the card, either as a cruiserweight or as the kind of comedic 24/7 guy. And because if he's in the right place, he's creating gold. Because not everybody needs to be a world champion to be considered a world-class wrestler. That's the thing. You know, people feel different criteria, different roles, and it's okay that not everybody is considered on a par. And that's the thing with AEW fans, like, everybody needs to be on a par. No, they don't. It's okay if some people are lower down the card. It's okay if some people just get a shellacking every week, because they're good at that. Everyone can be good at something in wrestling. This is the problem. You know, it's all about, you want it to be all-inclusive, that's fine. It doesn't mean that everybody who's included has to be on the same level. Fucking hell, Ciampa's going. My lord. Mate, I tell you what, that's a gas tank right there. There's a guy who literally spends all his time doing cardio. I mean, he is just a fucking... He's a freak. He's a specimen, Tommaso Ciampa. Trying to keep up with my fucking Twitter feed, man. Appreciating all these likes, all these retweets, my brother. Always appreciate that, mate. Always appreciate how fucking supportive you've been in this podcast, Jerry. Always have a home here, mate, and friends here. This is family, brother. I raise my Captain's Morgan to you. Or Captain Morgan's, whatever. I don't know. I'm fucking half cut. Here's to you, brother. Here's to everyone watching as well. If you are watching, give us a shout out. Let us know in the comments if you're watching. Don't be hiding. I see you fucking hiding. Don't be afraid. I'm not going to tear you apart if you like something that I don't like or whatever. We're all friends here. We're all friends here. Yeah, man. Give us a shout. Let us know your predictions as well. Who you got coming out on top in this match? I believe me and Mr. Miller had picked, yeah, if I remember rightly. I only dropped the fucking predictions video a few hours ago, but me and Miller had, I think, Thatcher coming out of this. I initially thought Tommaso Ciampa was going to win, and then I kind of got convinced by Miller to go with Thatcher, because he made a very convincing argument about who should and shouldn't win this match. I think Thatcher needs it more, though. Also, cheers, brother. And cheers to you, sir. I feel like, you know, Ciampa, I hear that he's moving up soon, you know, main roster stuff as well. Just kind of hearsay. So, you know, I'm interested. Hey, man, hope you're doing well. I knew you were here, Paolo Lamchop, man. Pleasure to have you back, brother. Man, love me some Paolo One Chop and some Paolo Lamchop. They're on a par. The Costa Rican greats. I don't know if you're Costa Rican or Costa Rican, however it's pronounced. I do apologise. That's on my bucket list, actually. I'd love to go to Costa Rica, man. Costa Rica. I don't know. I can't put the twang on it. Such a gorgeous accent. But yeah, pleasure to have you back. This is my first time tuning in to NXT. Oh, mate, you're in for a fucking treat. I have been hyping up NXT to the gills on our podcast, and you can check out our audio podcast as well. WrestlePlug.com. If you search for WrestlePlug on audio podcast formats, we do audio podcasts as well. We've got hundreds, actually. We've got 480, I think, or 481 as we speak. I've lost count. It's all a blur to me. Been doing it nearly 4 years now. But yeah, every week when we do the State Wrestling Address, I'm always saying, like, you know, I don't dislike AEW or anything like that, but I love that Ciampa pushing himself away from the ropes like that. That's good shit, that is. That's good fucking psychology. But yeah, look at the blood coming out. Oh my god, he's fucking murdering him. Yeah, he's just striking Thatcher in air. This is so fucking good. Yeah, NXT is, for me, the most polished brand of what wrestling should be. It really is. And people can people can flap on about the ratings. It's really funny, actually. Whenever, you know, on the rare occasions NXT does better in the ratings, people are like, yeah, well, ratings don't matter, you know? It's all about the quality of the product. It's like, well, in that case, NXT has shat all over AEW, let's be honest. It's not even close. I'm sorry, but it's not. And I've enjoyed a lot of what AEW's done. But, you know, ratings aside, because for me, ratings don't fucking matter, and I don't care. I'm a fucking wrestling fan, not a TV executive. I just think NXT is so polished, and there's more for everybody, and even their comedic wrestlers just feel so much more legit. Everything just feels so good. I mean, look at this, you know? Oh, that beautiful low end. You see that? Low center of gravity for the German. So it snaps more, so that it's more effective. Little things like that. Excuse me. Oh, I feel my immune system dropping. Honestly, I'm fucking exhausted after that first match. That was good enough to be everyone's main event, man. But yeah, congratulations on popping the NXT cherry, sir. This is NXT's. It's the good shit, man. It's the good shit. I love it. Honestly, I consume it. How much do you think that's because of Triple H? Hear some people say that. Do you know what? Like, I always say to wrestling fans, if you want to check out dirt sheets and listen to all the, because there's so many dumb narratives that wrestling fans will peddle. Triple H runs NXT and that's why it's amazing. I mean, there is no question that his identity is on this and he's done a very good job helping it. But also, one of the big reasons, right, is because, and it's kind of, this does still play into what Triple H has done. Triple H has openly said on many calls and on podcasts and things of that nature that at NXT, you're responsible for your star. You're responsible for your gimmick. We might help you with names, etc., things like that. But when it comes down to it, you're the one who has to develop. You're the one who has to design your own ring gear, so to speak. You're the one who has to present yourself. And they give them a lot of creative freedom in that regard. And obviously that's good for Triple H. But what that is basically saying our stars are responsible for themselves. You can tell when you watch Raw and SmackDown, even though I think it's actually been really good over the last few months, that he's very micromanaged, Every little part of it needs to be combed through by Vinnie Mac and the gang, the creative team and stuff like that. And some of it's actually really good. We shit on it all the time, but some of it is actually good and they do a good job. It's just that they also have a lot of crap in there too. With NXT, there is such an onus on the talent. And, you're watching this match. You can tell, there might have been an agent assigned to this match, but you can tell that these guys were like, we know what we're fucking doing. And we can create a match and go out there and create a concept and a story that people are going to be infatuated with. Oh my god, that fucking DDT. That made Randy Orton's DDT look so shit by comparison, didn't it? And Randy Orton's isn't exactly bad. The draping DDT off the second rope. Saucy. Absolutely saucy. He got him! Ciampa got him. Fucking hell. I've got both my predictions wrong. And I don't care because it's been fucking amazing. But yeah, there is no question. That was fucking naughty, wasn't it, that DDT? My lord. I mean, Thatcher's the kind of guy who can take it as well. He's such an animal. What a fantastic match that was. Absolutely fucking phenomenal. I'm exhausted. I don't know. I'm probably going to have to review this tomorrow after the live stream. Because I'm just fucking losing my nut over how good this is. But, I love how they both sat there on a ring apron, one on either side. But yeah, I don't know. There's something about NXT that just feels so. It feels like a grown-up show. And it doesn't feel like it insults your intelligence and holds your hand a lot of the time. Man, the facial expressions of these guys, it's fucking fantastic. I love it. Look at the way Thatcher's looking at him. It's almost as if to say, I kind of respect what you just fucking did to me. I love how Ciampa's just glaring through him. Oh man, that was fucking fantastic. Hard hitting, physical, technical, everything you want out of a great singles match. Mate, Tommaso Ciampa is a megastar. He really is. And he's the kind of guy who's not going to fucking take anyone's bullshit. He's the kind of guy who will say, no, I believe in my creative vision. I believe in my image. How can you fuck someone like that up? Does it have the same age rating as Raw and SmackDown? It does feel actually like it's... Because I believe Raw and SmackDown are PG-13. And this does feel like TVMA-14. I never really tell because I watch it on the app. And... using the BT Sport app as well over here. I think it's very similar. I think they're just able to squeeze a lot more edginess about it. Even look at the way it's set up, the way the arena's much more blacked out. The way the video screen, you've got like the kind of cage mesh and the plexiglass, and the way it's done is just a bit more... It just feels a little bit more edgy without having to really sacrifice a lot, You can definitely feel like Raw and SmackDown sacrificed a lot of their content and a lot of their presentation when they, wanted to get better sponsors in. Hoi hoi, Damian Priest is backstage. He is a fucking specimen, isn't he, that boy? He's the kind of guy who just... The War Games logo does look so cool. It really does. I mean, obviously, I've pinched a little one for, obviously, I think it's over here, if I'm pointing the right way. But yeah, fucking... I don't know. There's just something about it. It feels like they've been able to squeeze more out of the edginess than Raw and SmackDown has, without having to sacrifice themselves and still being able to use the same kind of sponsors. Am I the only one who thinks Leon Ruff? Error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. My apologies if anyone's having a problem with the stream right now. That was a great match. It was a good one to follow the ladies' war games. Yeah, it brings the tone down a little bit and relaxes it. Here we go with a strap match now. Dexter Lumis, the serial killer, versus To the Moon, Cameron Grimes. That should be fucking naughty. I look forward to that. Oh, yes, indeed. No idea why Skype is playing up, but it is. Oh, Skype's fine. It's the stream. YouTube is not receiving enough video. I mean, it's there. Testing, testing, testing. Seems alright. If there are any technical difficulties, guys and gals, let me know so I can try and deal with them on my end. Oh, you're watching? This is so good. I love this so much. It's just the comedic nature of it. Just taking the piss. It's so funny. Mate, how good an artist is Dexter Lumis? I thought I could draw and stuff like that, but he has got me beaten by some margin. No idea why it's saying the stream health is poor. War Games. Yeah. I was saying to Miller, Cameron Grimes feels like the kind of guy who would have been perfect, like, 20 years ago in, the old Mid-South, all the old territories and things like that. And he's just, everything about him is just phenomenal. He's, I'll tell you what, though, Dexter Lumis is fucking jacked, mate. His eyes, wow, they tell a fucking story, don't they? Just seeing what's going on with the stream, guys. Bear with me a little bit. I don't really know what's going on. Everything seems to be working. So let me know in the comments if there's a lot of buffering or if the sound's not working as well as you would like. Man, I love Dexter Lumis' entrance. It is so good. Does he ever blink? Do you know who he reminds me of? Christian Bale in American Psycho. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on. It wouldn't be surprised me if that's been a big influence on this character, but man, the look on him is fantastic. Straight to the moon. Look at him. What a fucking low down southern piece of trash, and I fucking love it. NXT superstar Cameron Grimes. I love him so much. Man, when I saw him in PWG for the first time, I've not seen any issues with stream, but I'll keep an eye out. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. It's just saying poor stream status says that it's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming, but I don't understand why. My internet connection's fine, router's fine, router, as they say in America. The video's fine, the software's working just fine. So yeah, no idea. I shall continue to persist with live streaming. Maybe it's just the sheer amount of electrics in here because we've got all our Christmas decks up and it's just looking crazy colourful in here now. Not behind me though. I should put a little video up, shouldn't I? Put up some Christmas stuff. Get in the festive mood a little bit more. WWE Elite Collection 10th anniversary. Wow, some of those figures look terrible. Some of them look okay. The Bailey one, no idea. This referee as well, the Indian referee, or he's of Indian descent, I believe. He always seems to be Cameron Grimes' ref. I love that. Grimes is like deliberately baiting the ref. This is good stuff. Love this. Getting the jump on him. Here we go. Match doesn't start till the straps are on. He's affectionately called the Carolinian Caveman, Cameron Grimes. I've been very blessed to have seen him in person. He wrestled at York Hall over here once, and I was at the show, and he came out to Taylor Swift "Shake It Off." I've never forgotten that. And he's just dancing away, like he just does not care, and I love that. You know, he's there for a good time, not a long time. Oh, he's got the upper hand on Loomis. By the way, to all those fucking wrestling trainers who give out to me all the fucking time about how you gotta look this way, you gotta look that way, you know, fuck you. Dexter Loomis is out there looking like a fucking gangster, mate, and he's wearing jeans, belt, and fucking shoes, man. I don't think he's even wearing fucking knee pads under there. You know, he looks like he's always ready for a fight. You don't have to fucking wear extravagantly expensive tights, extravagantly expensive boots. Bullshit. This mentality in wrestling of, oh, you got to prove yourself first before you're allowed to dress the way you want to. That is horseshit. Mate, leather strap over the mouth. Pulling down over the fucking hardest part of the ring apron. Saucy. Nasty. I love this. This is just a knockout, violent fight. So good. So good. Did I mention how much I love wrestling? Boom. Loomis with the Roman Reigns-esque uppercut. Or should I say Kane, actually. Kane was the first guy to really do that the way he did. So cool, the way he would kind of strike underneath, like a discus kind of shot. It was beautiful. Cameron Grimes starting to put a hurt on him. Looks like he's had quite a bit of his tattoos blacked out. Here we go. Bells are ringing, baby. It's time to go straight to the moon. Mate, Cameron Grimes so good at being a greasy heel. So good. I love how Loomis is just slowly pulling him towards him, like, come to me, Cameron. He's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, Halloween and all that kind of good shit, and the winter is the perfect time of year for Mr. Loomis. What they should do is put him away like the Halloween decorations. Once spring comes around and the weather starts to look up, they should put Dexter Loomis away for the summer. And then as soon as it starts getting cold and dark again early, all of a sudden he just appears out of nowhere. That would be so good if we had like seasons for Loomis. Can you imagine how good that would be? Because you'd get a break from him and then all of a sudden he'd appear out of nowhere. You'd be like, oh my god, Loomis has returned. You know, it's serial killer season, that kind of shit. That's what I want. Cameron Grimes trying to climb into the crowd. The ease at which he got up there as well. If I tried to do that, my knees would blow out, man. Oh, mate. Sick little uppercut pulling him down off of that. Oh, stream is healthy, apparently. Good news. Our stream is now healthy again. Thank you for bearing with us, ladies and gentlemen. And by ladies and gentlemen, I mean the two lovely gentlemen that have joined me. Jerry Manuel, Paolo Lamchop. Who you got in this match? Who do you think's winning out of Dexter Loomis and To the Moon? Cameron Grimes, baby. Cameron Grimes is basically who I wish I was. Oh! He hit that barrier so hard it almost fucking caved in. Mate, Cameron Grimes took that like an absolute G. That bump was sick. And he took it flat back as well into that boarding. That takes some doing. Oh my god, he's killing him. Pulling for Grimes. I know you are. Being a Deep South boy. We know you are. I didn't really need to ask, to be honest, but always nice to ask. I think Grimes, because Loomis, I picked Grimes for this, and I think a lot of that had to do with the fact that Loomis won the kind of horror. You remember the House of Horror match they had at the last show? So I think this definitely would benefit Grimes. It would also stick one up winning Regal's crack a little bit, because he's been, oh my god, what did he just do? He just lobbed him over the barrier. Proper gave him the back suplex. I hope there was a fucking mattress or something down there, because that looked fucking harsh. Look at Grimes, he's so happy with himself. He's like, yeah baby, to the moon. He's so good. Uh-oh. I love Loomis with the whole... He's got all the horror movie traits down perfectly. Seriously, WWE Studios, right, they keep churning out all those crappy films. Put Loomis in a horror film. Mate, this is fucking good. This is the match that everyone was like, yeah, whatever. Ruby wrestler like Joel Fomo. I am just going to put up a little video, ladies and gentlemen, so if you're wondering what the fuck's going on, I'm not talking to myself, I'm just talking to our Instagram quickly. Actually, I can do it an easier way. Alright! This isn't a blindfold match. It's a leather strap match, mate. They can do what they want. He's put a hood over Loomis and he's whipping him like a rented mule marrow. Whew. Just doing a little update, gang, and then I'll be right with you. Such is the joy of being the one-man army. Beautiful spinebuster with a hood on as well. That's how you know you're fucking talented. When you can do a perfect spinebuster like that and you can't even see. Interesting. Mate, I can't express how happy I am with this match. People will turn their nose up at this, but, you know, a little bit, because it's like, yeah, whatever, it's Loomis, it's Grimes, they're mid-card boys, but this is fucking fantastic. It also means that right before the men's War Games, we're going to get an insane triple threat for the North American Championship. Grimes seems to, like, I love this, because we're seeing Grimes evolve as a wrestler. Oh, mate, how can you take a flip bump off the hardest part of the ring like that? You fucking animal. Just why? Some people don't rate these two. I'm loving it. I think they don't rate Loomis a lot. I know that much. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that he used to be in TNA as Samuel Shaw. And he had this similar kind of gimmick. He was like a psycho stalker for women, essentially. And he had like a weird kind of like... He still lived in his, you know, his childhood bedroom and stuff like that. It was actually not too bad. I highly recommend checking it out and having a look for it. But Cameron Grimes is rated highly, but obviously the rivalry, I don't think people are feeling it because they've been straddling the humorous edge with it. You know, they had a horror match at the last pay-per-view, which I highly recommend. It was like a cinematic match when they were in a haunted house, and it was actually really fun and really good. And as you can see, physically, they're really legit. You know, Dexter Loomis, he's fucking jacked, man. He's put together. Look at his eyes. Look at his presentation. He's got a great look. Everything about him just works perfectly. But yeah, I think it's because people are so in love with, obviously, Undisputed Era, who are in the main event, the women, and rightfully so. All these people are fantastic. And, you know, Johnny Gargano and all that. So it was kind of like, what's the match that we care least about? This one. But it's still fucking phenomenal. And actually, it's up there as a shout for match of the night. Each one of these matches has done something entirely different, but something so entertaining and has been a different spectacle. And that's what I'm here for. That's what wrestling should be. It should be... You know, it should give you something of everything. You know, that was what drew me into wrestling in the first place, was the fact that there were, you know, obviously the pageantry and the pantomime and the colours and the excitement and the flashing lights and things like that. But for me, I loved the fact that there were so many different elements to it that made me feel something. Whether that be something really dark, like, you know, I remember watching Kane's debut live at Hell in a Cell and just being so, like, it felt cold and eerie, and I was like, oh, that gave me a chill, that did. Like, you know, and obviously I was only 12, so it's easier to enjoy at that age. You know, but then there was something else like Bret Hart, who just made me feel warm as a human being, because it felt like he was doing the right thing for people. You know, and then of course you got other things, you know, like Dexter Loomis, who does give you a chill again. Cameron Grimes, who makes you laugh, but you also know he's just this redneck motherfucker who probably slap you across the chops. Like, there's so many different things in play with wrestling. You know, depth and variety is what we love as people, and we want choices as well. And when you've got more choices, you can enjoy yourself more. There's something for everybody, especially in NXT, man. Look at that beautiful fall-away slam and the nip-up. Seriously, Dexter Loomis might be one of the most underrated wrestlers in the world. Oh, he's teeing off now, baby. Mate, some of the bumps in this have been wild. The only thing I'm not liking, and I'm pretty sure they're doing it, is, I don't know if you can hear it, but it does feel like they're piping in quite a bit of crowd noise, and they don't need that when they've already got that crowd in there. It doesn't ruin the show by any means, but I just think, what's the point? You've got people in there, like, but then they have been doing that on all the shows, to be fair, Raw, SmackDown, a lot. This has been fantastic. I honestly didn't think it would go this long as well. Cameron Grimes, the boy has become a man. I love that. To the moon. I love his finisher, by the way, that flying double foot stomp. Oh, that was brilliant. He was going for his finisher, which he normally leaves into a submission. He's been doing that for a long time, actually. When he was Samuel Shaw in TNA. There you go, that lock that he does, that kind of submission lock. Beautiful counter. Beautiful transition. Straight over the back like that. Wrapped up, hog-tied his legs. Oh, Cameron Grimes, I think his face just caught that chair a little bit. That's brilliant. Hog-ties him. Oh, fantastic. He's like hog-tied him into his submission. Absolutely phenomenal transition wrestling. Oh, that is brilliant. Grimes. Cameron Grimes trying to get the strap off. But he's fading. He's fading. I love that. Oh, that's brilliant. He taps out. Do you know what? Again, man, I'm 0 for 3. I'll tell you what, lads. I thought that was fucking phenomenal, that match. I really did. It did have a good flow. You're absolutely right, man. It just felt like it just moved so smoothly. There was never a point where I thought, oh, get on with it, or that looked a bit funny. It was so fluid. You know, that if that isn't an advertisement, or an advertisement, excuse me, for just how good Dexter Lumis is, if you don't think Dexter Lumis is a legitimately good wrestler after watching that, there's no hope for you. There really isn't. You know, there's one thing about liking a wrestler because it's your cup of tea, but to deny something like that would just be ridiculous.
You're talking about a guy who failed 3 times. I wrote that on my card. I've been homeless. Maybe I made the wrong choice. First I'm looking at it, when I got to see him wrestle, I was so...
Keith fucking Lee, 24. That's going to be a sick one.
Dusty Rhodes came to me and said, you have a presence I can literally bask in.
The story of becoming limitless, man. That's pretty sick. That's how you know that they're serious about Keith Lee, that they're willing to do that kind of documentary. That should be naughty. I love how Pete Dunne just doesn't even fucking flinch or move. Pat McAfee's trying to like rile him up. He's like, whatever, mate. He looks like he's going to murder somebody. I'll tell you what, they are legit. Pat McAfee is legit. Oh, look at the others. Oh my god. Someone buy me that camouflage Undisputed Era sleeveless tee. That is the sex. The absolute sex. Give me what I want. Undisputed Era forever. Oh my god. I feel like such a mark, but I actually want that War Games playset. I do. I actually do. Honestly, I'm such a giant kid. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Oh, sick! Karrion Kross, mate. Yeah, Bad News Barrett's been he got picked up once Marinado left, and yeah, he's been fucking phenomenal. To be fair, he's been lights out. Not that I'd expect anything less from my boy. Now, are we gonna see the unveiling of the other Scream mask wearer? One of them was Indy Hartwell. We don't know who the other one is yet. Jay Miller reckons it's Ridge Holland. I love it when Gargano goes mad. He's so good at being a whiny little bastard. Can Leon Ruff become a man tonight? I love it with Gargano. Do you know who Gargano reminds me of right now? When Daniel Bryan was going through his proper heel no movement and everyone was chanting yes at him. Very similar. Oh shit, I forgot that the Broncos are currently playing. It's hard to enjoy it. But I will stick it on in the background. Why not? Wow, Denver has the lead over Kansas. Only 3-0, man. I'm going to put that over there. No point against the Chiefs. Yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling, but you never know. You never know. They are my ride or die. They might be terrible right now, but I'm sure one day will be good again. So yeah, it's always nice to have it on in the background. Plus I can catch probably the second half after this bad boy, so it's not all lost just yet. That'll be my opportunity, to relax and put it on. It's weird. I'm really enjoying this. I do love these live streams. I'm definitely gonna do a lot more of them. But there is that slight amount of do you know what? Completely off topic. Leon Ruff, right? I love wrestlers who wear the belt across their chest like that. I think that looks fucking cool. Go Broncos! Always got something Broncos around. I've even got mine. Check this out. How cool is this, right? My missus bought me. She gave me this last year for Christmas. So cool. It's a Broncos stocking, Christmas stocking, which I just love it. I just think it's really cute. It's pretty adorable. So It's always nice. I don't know why, but I think it's because I'm getting a bit older. Leon is hype. I'll tell you what, he's got a lot of energy, this kid. And he's a very, very good wrestler. You know, the gimmick is obviously that he's tiny as fuck. But, you know. Broncos got nice colours. Yeah, they do. That's, you know what, that's one of the main things that sort of attracted him to me. That and obviously John Elway. When I started watching him, John Elway was the man. And, you know, I just stuck with him after that. But I've always been a huge fan of orange for some reason. So it just kind of seemed right. So yeah, I've got like 5 different Broncos jerseys. I was going to wear one during this stream, but I get all hyperactive and hot when I'm watching wrestling, and I thought I don't want to be sweating right through my NFL jersey. Leo Ruff is basically Norman Smiley, isn't he? it's like, you know, it's credit to him. I'm interested to see how this match goes. I think Miller predicted I think we both had Leon Ruff coming out of this. A little part of me feels like Priest might have it. I don't know. I mean, the whole idea is that he set up the fail. That how could he possibly overcome both Priest and Gargano? But you know, I don't know. I love how Priest is just like, get out of the way, kid. Manning season. My friend started supporting Broncos the season they won the Super Bowl last. Of course he fucking did. That season, actually, like, I was very unpopular with a lot of Broncos fans. Don't get me wrong, it was amazing that we won the Super Bowl, but that was because of the defense. You know, the no-fly zone. They really brought the thunder and the power and the fire in that season. Peyton Manning actually was not very good that season. He actually wasn't. He started out okay, then the injuries. He just started piling up injuries, and he started really suffering. And he was pretty much carried. A lot of what people forget about that season is the fact that actually, yeah, he was boring and he was benched. I never thought Manning was boring in his prime. I know a lot of people do. It's kind of fashionable, you know, go on first take and they're like, oh, he's a regular season quarterback, blah, blah, blah. You know, he won 2 Super Bowls and he's deserving of that. But yeah, he was fantastic the couple of seasons before that for the Broncos. But in his last season, he was fucked. He could barely walk. People forget Brock Osweiler had to come in and had to sub in for him at the time. And to be fair, Brock Osweiler wasn't that good either. He had a lot of height and a fair bit of bulk on him, and I think people thought that he was going to be like, you know, this. I think they thought he was going to be the second coming of Big Ben, but it just didn't work out, and it hasn't since. To be honest, our quarterback carousel has been a bit of a joke. I don't dislike Drew Lock, but I'm not that hot on him. It has to be said. I love how Priest is like, every time Leon Ruff tries to get in the way, Priest is like, just get out of the fucking way. Ruff comes thundering in with that fucking missile drop kick. Oh boy, that's upset Priesty. Hey, Leon Ruff. He's got some speed. No one in the world is hot on Locke. Other than Broncos fans, we're loyal in that respect. But I'm not big on him. I don't think he's. I think he's okay. Do you know what Locke is to me? He's a half decent backup, but I just don't think he's a good starting quarterback. I don't think he's good enough to start. I think the problem with the Broncos is that now that we're kind of used to being a bit shit again, and we were for quite a few years before, you know, Manning tipped up and we started stacking up, and obviously Von Miller getting drafted, you know, 2nd overall pick. I think people have kind of got used to the mediocrity, so whenever they see somebody do anything, they think, oh my god, he's amazing. I do think that he'd be a lot better with better coaches, though. Our coaching, you know, Shermer and Fangio are a fucking joke. Mate, that slingshot DDT that Gargano does is one of the sexiest moves in the history of wrestling. That is fucking saucy. Honestly. So fucking good. Also, Gargano wearing, I don't know if is he from Ohio? I don't remember if Johnny Gargano is, but he's wearing Cleveland Browns colours, so I can tell you that much. Chiefs playing option football. I'll tell you what though, Broncos defense is kind of play. But we've done this a lot this season. You know, not conceding anything in the first quarter and then just got blown out. Priest just catching Leon Ruff as if to say, "What are you doing, child? Sit down." Carl Wilkinson tweeting us. That is a rarity. Oh, okay. I wonder why Bianca Belair was trending. Apparently, it was the WWE tribute to the troops tonight as well. I didn't watch that. I might check that out later on. Can't believe you just said get out of my way to Leon. I mean, if you're that big, you can say get out of my way to everybody, though, can't you? I think the idea here is to build up Ruff as the potential of him being this underdog. It shows him off a bit because he can come back, later on during this match. Or maybe he's not going to come back. I don't know. Normally with wrestling, he's going to come back. Oh, God, going to go for a second bite of the cherry there and getting it. I like that. I like the adversity there. What was I going? Oh yeah, I was going to say. I wanted to see whether Johnny Gargano's from Cleveland or not, because those colours are very telling. Let's have a look. Cleveland, Ohio. There you go. Boom. Yeah, born in Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland's got a very strong wrestling base as well. Cleveland Browns, mate, 9-3. You gotta say, pretty legit now. Probably the best I've ever seen the Browns. Oh my God, Priest is gonna murder. Please don't do that. Oh, thank God. I thought he was going to give him the reverse DDT on the ramp. That would have been fucking disgusting. What is... A man of his size should not be able to move like that. Oh, mate, that spinning back heel is so sexy. I'll tell you what, Priest has got star written all over him. Get him on Raw, mate, with Keith Lee and Sheamus and all those big units as well. AJ Styles is up there as well. All these great wrestlers. I'll tell you what, Damien Priest could really rock ass on Raw. I'm loving the new age... Beckham injury, so sad. It is a little bit, but at the same time, I've got to be honest, I said this on Sly Fox Sports, which is obviously the sports podcast I do as well with Jeremy. I just think he didn't fit well there, and I think that he got a bit too big for his boots. The injury's sad. You never want to see a player get injured, but that was like a reverse sliced bread. Very nice. But yeah, I don't know. There's something about... He does look dangerous, indeed. Damien does look dangerous. There's just something about Odell Beckham Jr.'s attitude, I think, especially since he got to the Browns, which smells a little bit. And I don't think you'll probably see him play for the Browns again. But the Browns, for me, look better. And their running game looks fantastic as well, with Chubb and Kareem Hunt as well. And obviously, that match they had with the Titans today, that was definitely match of the weekend. There you go, end of the first. Kansas City and that drive with a field goal, 3 apiece. See what I mean? Broncos. If the Broncos were taken based on solely their first quarter, they'd be one of the best teams in the NFL. Yeah, I think Cleveland has the best all-round running game right now. Obviously, Titans have the better running back. Here he comes. Here, Leon Ruff. I told you he'd come back. Beautiful. Use David Priest as a springboard there to go back in. Yeah, obviously Derrick Henry is the better runner. Dalvin Cook is a world-class elite runner as well. They're probably the best 2 runners in the league. But to have a 1-2 punch of Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb, those are probably the 2 best running backs after the 2 guys I just mentioned. So to have them both on your team, very fucking impressive. Leon Ruff's on fire, mate. Leon Ruff, this is like man's game territory now. He just did a Phoenix corkscrew cutter out of the corner. Whew. It does feel like it's been a long time since there's been a small guys world champion. I'm trying to think. Danny Bryan was WWE champion. AJ Styles, you know. Actually, to be fair to him, did you just see that? What he just did there? He is crazy good, isn't he, Leon Ruff, as an athlete? The way he like backwards sprung into that was insane. Leon Ruff feels like the world's most athletic Jay Lethal. It's so good. Yeah, I think obviously when you got like you got Drew and Roman obviously at the time, and they're obviously big meaty horses, and you know all these big guys going after him. But it would be nice. I mean, you got AJ Styles going up against Drew at TLC. You never know. Would you say Jericho is small? Yeah, he is. Maybe not to some people. You got to remember, I am 6'4", so you know Jericho's what 5'10". Mysterio's obviously, you know, your archetypal small champion because he's like 5'6", something crazy like that. I mean, that's why the cruiserweight division has always existed. So it's always been very cool when you see a cruiserweight break through that and, you know, become something more. You know, when Adam Cole and all that lot turned up, you know, when Undisputed Era turned up in NXT originally, I must admit, I thought, oh God, they're just going to end up being on 205 Live. But, you know, they feel like megastars, and they're actually really small. And you'll see that whenever you see them on the main roster, when they square up to a lot of the bigger guys. You know, they get dwarfed, but larger-than-life characters. It's not all about being huge in stature. Look at Johnny Gargano. He's a fairly small lad. And obviously, I mean, anyone looks small next to Damien Priest, but I do see your point, though. I do agree. Like, it's I don't know. It depends what kind of wrestling you like as well. You know, because like I actually really like big, heavy-set collisions. Obviously, being a big lad. You know, Keith Lee, for instance, Donovan Dijak, fucking amazing specimens of men, just huge monsters who can move like crazy. But I also really love athletic stuff. My argument, though, is that if you are a smaller wrestler, I don't want you to just be that guy who just does a load of fucking cartwheels and flips. It's why I've never been that hot on the Young Bucks, because they're very talented athletes, but they haven't really got anything else other than the flips. They're not magnificent technical wrestlers. You know, their gimmick is, we kill the business. It's like, well, if you're proud of that, I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea, personally. I like athleticism as well, but I want it to mean something. You know, just flipping around for the sake of flipping around is pointless. This match, for instance, look at Johnny Gargano and Leon Ruff. They're telling an amazing story while doing some of that great athletic wrestling that we talk about. That's the difference between them and the Young Bucks, and that's why they feel like big stars, and the Young Bucks feel like a couple of flippy... Mate, that crucifix bomb pin. He's so sick. Leon Ruff has got one of the coolest movesets I've ever seen. I love that. Damien Priest is like locked up in the ropes. Let me out. I can't move. He's not German. I just put that accent on him for some reason. Leon Ruff's going up top. Oh, mate, if you've seen his... I think he's going to do his frog splash. It is insane. Yeah, he's so athletic, that kid. I'll tell you what would be an amazing match. Montez Ford versus Leon Ruff. Give me what I want. Oh, that's brilliant. He's got the Gargano escape in front of Priest. The Priest is yelling at him not to tap. How clever is that? Look at Priest trying to push the ropes towards him. Oh, no, he broke out. Oh, I like that. That's nice. That was cool. Nice little bit of storytelling there. Oh, mate, I just saw a Cyberpunk advert. I'm getting so excited for Cyberpunk. Priest going up top. Mate, it's fucking insane. Maybe not a connection he would have liked, but to be able to go up to the top rope and hit someone with a spinning heel kick like that. What a crazy good athlete. I remember when he was... Do you know what? When he was Punishment Martinez in Ring of Honor, I didn't think much of him. But now, my God, Leon Ruff just lariated him and he didn't even move. It's like running into a wall. He's got great... Oh, my God. He went for that springboard. Oh, my God. You got next gen? Not yet, mate. Not yet. No, I'm very poor. I don't have a job right now. I've been struggling to find a job. I lost my job during the pandemic, like a lot of people, and haven't been able to find work since. I do most of my work is independent work, graphic design, selling t-shirts and things like that of that nature. Oi oi, oi oi! Is the screen man? Middle of the right. Okay, wait a minute. There's three of them. I honestly don't know, but I'm kind of hoping it's the Rascals from Impact. At least two of them. I know they're two of them. It could be anyone, couldn't it? Like, you know, I'd be curious to see what. Oh my god! Did you just see that? You fucking animal! That's sick. To go over the top like that, yeah, he knows how good that was too. Here comes Gargano. Uh-oh, Gargano's got caught. Oh, look out. Hardest part of the ring time. Oh. Leo Ruff's taking advantage. Look, Leo Ruff's in there. Leo Ruff's got him. He's going to win. Leo Ruff's going to retain. Oh, he's... Brilliant. That sucked to be right in there. I honestly thought they were going to get it. This is fucking awesome. Uh-oh. It really is, man. Oh my god. That was sick. That gorgeous roundhouse knee kick. Beautiful. You can keep your V trigger, mate. Oh, look out. Oh no, Gargano's out. Gargano quite literally has escaped. Jesus Christ. Let's start watching a ninja. Look at that. Oh, mate, he's kicking the shite out of him. Uh-oh. The Archer of Infamy is lining it up. He's ready. That was nasty. I mean, to be fair, it is triple threat, so, you know, no disqualification. Very smart. Beautiful. Gargano is a 3-time North American champion. That was fucking stellar. What a match. That was fucking amazing. That was so good. I can't believe it. Austin Theory, and also the way it was done. That was brilliant. That's really good storytelling as well, because he kept losing out to big guys, and he said, I quit, and then he comes back and does over Priest like that. Fucking phenomenal. And the fact he just said, it's me, Austin. Oh, brilliant. Coming up to New Year, baby. Oh, are they building for the Rumble? New Year's Evil. I like that. That's a great name for a show, isn't it? Here we go, baby. Only one match left. Children gathering in their masses. Fucking yes. Just like witches at black masses. Oh, mate. Give me what I want. I'm ready. I'm ready. Shock the system. Is it a big one? Well, this match definitely is. I don't know if you mean New Year's Evil, but no, I don't think they've never had a pay-per-view called that before. Actually, it's a new one. It's quite cool. I think what they're doing is they're using one of the weekly NXTs as a platform for pay-per-views, because their next actual takeover is March 27th, which of course is WrestleMania weekend. Oh mate, that air raid siren. I'm from Lincoln in England, and we're famous for the RAF, the Dam Busters, the Royal Air Force, you know, from the World War. And every time I go to the football games, and every time there's a corner, someone plays the original air raid siren. So every time I hear that, I get a little bit of a like home nostalgia touch. I'm like, oh cool, that reminds me of home. So, oh man, this is gonna be saucy. McAfee's promo shot. He's such a smug prick. Oh, I love it. Kansas City just got that noise is scary to me. Yeah, it is. I mean, for a lot of people, I love it though. Kansas City just had the most outrageous catch in the end zone denied. Like, it would have been crazy, but he didn't have full control of it. So, good news for us, I guess. Tyreek Hill, fucking, he was balling out. Prepare yourself for War Games. Oh mate, how good's this video? Oh my god, how good do Undisputed Era look? No fly zone. Incomplete! Never gets old. My god, this promo is making me aroused. God, you can never please some people, can you? A lot of people whinging on social media saying that, like, oh, these matches have been fine, but they feel like afterthoughts next to War Games. It's like, come on. Did you actually watch them? All 3 of them were fucking fantastic. They all, you know, after War Games, but all 4 matches so far have offered something completely different. I think it's not so much hate. It's just that people are like, wrestling fans aren't happy unless they find something to whinge about. You get used to it after a while, I think. Like, don't get me wrong, we've all got things that we like and don't like, but how anyone can say those last 3 matches weren't anything but world class? Like, this has been, from top to bottom, one of the best wrestling shows I've seen in modern history, and I've watched a lot of wrestling. You know, AEW fans like to say, ooh, this Dynamite was the best. Every Dynamite is the best Dynamite, which isn't true because some Dynamites are shit. So that's simply not true. But genuinely, you can make an argument that every NXT Takeover outdoes the last one. It's actually quite amazing. I'm just, my body's ready. Here we go, baby. One last time, one big knockout punch. This should be a screamer, actually. I mean, I thought the women's one was 5-star. I thought that was a world-class match. And to be honest, I think a lot of these matches were high quality. But, wow, this could completely blow everyone else out of the water. They've got a lot to do to get there, though. Mate, those sirens never get old. They never get old. I love them. They're like the New Day NWO. I tell you what, they're like the New Age NWO. Oh, mate. Those Undisputed Era camo tops, sleeveless tops, with the logo on them are so good, man. Oh, do you think they're feeling pressure, the wrestlers? I don't think so. I mean, especially not the Undisputed Era. You know, those guys have already been in, like, I think 2 or 3 War Games matches, so they know what they're doing. This is kind of their, they start with Kyle O'Reilly. That's not really a surprise. He is Mr. fucking Stamina. He's a beast. No, I don't think so. They'll definitely, obviously, there's pressure to perform, you know, show off, but, you know, these are the cream of the crop. These are the best wrestlers, in my opinion, that the world has to offer. They look so fucking good as a team, the Undisputed Era. I'm so excited to see them on Raw and SmackDown, just wrecking shop and decking the roster. They're so fucking good, like a pack of wild dogs. So good. Oh, fantastic. Man, every time I turn around and look at my iPad, something's going off in the Broncos game. That's a touchdown. He's over the line. Or is he? Oh, no, he's not. Fair play. Referee's got that right. He was stuffed half a yard from the line. Pat McAfee is such a dick. Yeah, I mean, if you haven't seen the Undisputed Era before, you're in for a treat here, baby. Nearly a Broncos touchdown, yeah. Here they go. 2nd and goal. On the 1 yard line. Not even at half a yard. Punch it. Flag's down. He's in, but there's a flag. Oh, sorry. Illegal shift. Come on. You can't get that wrong in that position. War Games begins. O'Reilly versus Dunn. Pete Dunn representing UK. He is a fucking specimen. If you haven't seen Pete Dunn before, prepare to have a new favourite wrestler. That's all I'm going to say. Alright, second and goal from the 6. Beautiful. Played it off. He's in. Get in. Absolutely beautiful. Patrick's in for the touchdown. Boom. Broncos have the lead. 9-3. Mate, Pete Dunne and Kyle O'Reilly working each other out. Classic, like MMA style, baby, like amateur wrestling. Man, the Undisputed Era wearing all red. And my body loves it. I'm here for it. Just like I'm here for a Denver touchdown. Gotta say, Drew Lock led the line really well there. Led the charge beautifully. A lot of fans in there as well, actually. That Kansas game. Looks like a good amount of fans. Good 10,000-15,000 people in there for that one. Drew Lock, I mean, it's simple. Drew Lock passed it off to Patrick, who just kind of skipped his way in. Really well done, though. With them losing 5 yards for that penalty, you could have excused them for being a little bit shady, but Broncos held up well there. Completely changed it. Can you guys still make the playoffs? Don't think so. We need to win out. And also, you got to remember we're in a division with the Chiefs and the Raiders. So, I mean, it's not completely against the Rams a possibility, but the Broncos would have to literally win out, and I don't see them doing that. And then they'd also probably need help. The one thing that might play in their favour if they can win out is that the Dolphins and the Pats are a little bit sketchy. So, you never know. But, I mean, you'd have to win this game, and I don't see them doing that. I think we've got the Raiders again as well. So, yeah, it'd be a big arse, to be honest. But for me, I love NFL anyway. From a neutral perspective, I love watching all kinds of American football anyway. So it's good shit. It's such good shit. I like it. It's good stuff to watch. Man, Pete Dunne is like, look at him. He's got his foot on fucking O'Reilly's chin and neck area. Look at that. Oh, that's nasty. Can beat the Raiders though. Yeah, do you know what? I wouldn't have thought so a couple of games ago, but all of a sudden they've looked very shaky. That being said, they looked. I mean, they were playing the Jets today, but so I'm not going to get too excited about that. Oh man. Oh, he's bending his fingers around the cage. Nasty. Yeah, the Jets suck dick, don't they? We have a good time slagging them off. Honestly, Jets fans hate me because of what I say about them on the podcast. I don't care. Fuck the Jets. Pete Dunne versus Kyle O'Reilly. Inject it into my veins. Man, Kyle O'Reilly is a magician in there. That is beautiful. X-Plex into an armbar. Absolutely gorgeous transition, submission wrestling. Oh, man, these are two of the best in the world at what they do. Here comes Oni Lorcan. One of the most underappreciated wrestlers going. Mate. Magician. Pete Dunne just levels him. There's a reason they call him the Bruiserweight. D. Jones picked up for a horse collar tackle. Naughty. Oh, Kyle O'Reilly's getting a shite kicked out of him, man. Come on, Kyle. Stick it. Come on. Stick with it, Kyle. I believe in you. This match seems unfair at the moment. Guess they switch who gets the extra man later in the match. No. The idea is that it's one team gets an advantage in the rotation. So a few weeks ago on NXT's weekly show, which I highly recommend you check out if you haven't, on a Wednesday night, they had a ladder match between Pete Dunne and Kyle O'Reilly, which was a fucking phenomenal match. And the winner of that match would get the advantage in War Games. And Pete Dunne won it. So obviously the bad guys get the advantage. Oh, excuse me, mate. God, blimey. It's starting to hit me a little bit now. 25 minutes past 2. I've got so much to do after this as well. Gonna finish watching the Broncos. Got loads of fucking graphic work to do. Man's work is never done. Here we go. Who's coming in? It's Bobby Fish. Bobby Fish has been Kyle O'Reilly's tag team partner for like over a decade. They used to be called Red Dragon in Ring of Honor. Phenomenal tag team. One of the best in the world, actually. And yeah, they have great synchronicity. Genuinely one of the best tag teams of all time. So it's lovely. You wouldn't think the guy in the ring right now, Bobby Fish, is in his 40s, would you? He's just so smooth at what he does. Phenomenal wrestler. Really one of the most underrated elements. What's your sleep pattern? I don't have one. I just pass out. That's what happens. I've got to go and do the horses and the dogs tomorrow, so I'll have to get some sleep at some point. But yeah, I'm just whatever, mate. I'll just go for it. I go hell for leather. Hope for the best, you know. Just keep grinding, hoping one day I'll get lucky, make some money, you know, be able to provide a decent life, all that kind of stuff. So just keep grafting away, making t-shirts, making designs. Hopefully somebody will pick one up one day, you never know. So you only got to strike it rich once to be a success. That's how I always look at it. So no, you wouldn't think so, would you? Definitely not. Yeah, and you see that, the way he lifted him up and just kicked him in that roundhouse kick. They are so good as well. Oh, that move was the sex. So fit. I guarantee Danny Burch is going to be in next. It's going to be Danny Burch. Then it's going to be Roderick Strong. Then it'll be Pat McAfee. Then it'll be Adam Cole. Red Dragon reunites, baby. Still got my Red Dragon shirt, actually. Got to see them wrestle on a Ring of Honor tour over here many moons ago. Definitely going to be... Here comes Danny Burch. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like it. I like how they're just like, yeah, no, I'll go. Like, just pretending like Pat McAfee actually wants it. Danny Burch going for some weapons. Wait. Hello, what's Burch got? By the way, Danny Burch, British wrestler, phenomenal. Lovely to see him finally getting his opportunity. Oh, that is so English. That is phenomenal. Danny Burch giving out about cricket being boring. Cricket bat is different. Yeah, it is. Yeah, Wade Barrett was actually right as well. Cricket bats are a lot heavier. They can cause a lot of damage. Yeah. I will say one thing. Those are fake bats, and I can tell. I can just tell. It is a great idea, though. I've never seen cricket bats used before as weapons. It's just brilliant. You gotta love it. But yeah, you can tell they're fake. Like, they've been rigged. Which is fine. Like, of course they should be. You can't use real cricket bats or something. Well, I mean, you could. I mean, Pete Dunne's manly enough to take it. He'd love it, but... Yeah, Wade Barrett, he should know cricket knowledge as well, being a Brit. He should know. He better do. Don't let us down, Wade. You're representing us. Got a British guy on comms, and you got two British wrestlers in here. Comes Roderick Strong, told you. So bloody obvious. Fucking Roderick Strong. Coming in with all kinds of fire, man. Beautiful drop kick. Watch out for Roderick Strong's backbreakers. Oh, there you go. There's one right there. I say it and he does one. He's called the Messiah of the backbreaker, and with good reason. He will snap your spine. One of my favourite matches of all time was on 205 Live, and nobody really saw it, and it was great. It was Roderick Strong versus Cedric Alexander, and they just went full backbreaker for like 20 minutes. Tried to murder each other's lumbars. It was great. Roderick Strong having a lot of fun in there, isn't he? Yeah, he's so good at it, man. He's been doing that for a long time. So many of these guys made their money and made their presence in Ring of Honor. Pat McAfee will be entering soon. You'll probably know Pat McAfee. You seem like quite a big NFL fan, Paolo. Yeah, Pat McAfee, obviously, he was a punter, wasn't he, for, I think, the Colts, and he might have been in somewhere else as well. Love your knowledge on the wrestling. I do know a lot about wrestling, yeah, I'm a bit of a nerd for wrestlers. But yeah, Pat McAfee actually was trained by Rip Rogers, who's a very famous wrestler in his own right, and trained a lot of guys in OVW back in the day, and Pat McAfee, ever since he's left the NFL, has spent a lot of time dedicating himself to the craft, so... When he had a match with Adam Cole, Takeover, I want to say Takeover 30, and it was phenomenal. And you would not have expected, because I thought, oh, he's a celebrity footballer, he's a man, but he's actually legit, man. He's loved wrestling his whole life. He's very passionate about the Deep South and Mid South wrestling scenes from back in the day, and he knows what he's doing. Actually, you know what? He could be a big star. He could be a great heel. So, yeah, Pat McAfee, he was a punter in the NFL. Decent one as well. Not terrible by any means. He rather famously got arrested. I don't know what that is. He rather famously got arrested once. I can't remember what for. Shenanigans of some sort. As NFL players do. But you're about to see. Here he comes. Pat McAfee. The last man to enter for Team Heel. He certainly doesn't look like your archetypal wrestler. But he can move. He can move. Oh, he's a really good character. Good at talking, Very entertaining. Oh, he's got a table. Very nice. Oh, it's got the Undisputed Era logo on it. I like that. Oh, wow, he's got a table. It's got fish on it. They've got a table for every single one of them as well. Who's next? Who's next? O'Reilly. There you go. I love how he's pulling the tables out as if to say, what's behind table number 4? Broncos are still in the lead with 1 minute 23 left in the half. 10-6. They got to lock there. Did he turn the ball over? His arm's in forward motion, so technically that should be an incomplete pass, shouldn't it? Yes, it is, yeah. Run the ball, get that clock down, although Kansas City still have all 3 timeouts. Pat McAfee, mate, he's... Jesus Christ, got enough tables, bruv. Mate, Pat McAfee's gassed just for getting all the tables. Well, there's one. Boom, right through the table. See that moonsault there? He knows his shit, man. That's such a cool image, isn't it, with that broken table? Oh, here comes Adam Cole, baby. Here we go, baby. Adam Cole, baby. Yeah, I thought he was going to go for a weapon. He's not going to go in there. He's not stupid. What's he got? Fire extinguisher? Steel chair? Oh, I love this. Look. That's brilliant. Oh, mate, that chair's got the Undisputed Era logo on it. I want one of those. Somebody buy me one of them. Adam Cole. I've watched Adam Cole for years. Another guy from Ring of Honor had a wonderful rivalry with Kyle O'Reilly for the longest time, and now they're friends, which is great in wrestling terms. Obviously, that backcracker, mate, saucy. Adam Cole just feels like a star, and he looks like he's so good looking. He looks like a rock star, doesn't he? He's the kind of guy you could put on the face of anything, and he looks good. He's ridiculously good looking. He's in great shape. He's a great worker. He's one of the best mic workers in the company. Yeah, I mean, the one criticism I think he does get sometimes is obviously that he's not a very big guy. But yeah, like you say, he's got a cool look. You're absolutely right, man. Must be lovely for you to be able to see these guys properly for the first time. I'll take it for granted how long I've been watching. I love how Pete Dunne stepped in front of Adam Cole there, as if to say, got to defend Pat McAfee with your life, because Pat McAfee's the guy who pays their wages. I think that's really cool. Oh my god, he's trying to kill him. That's Pete Dunne in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen. Going for the old pump handle. Oh, mate, that fucking pump handle counter into the DDT was so sick. So sick. Some of the transitions here have been phenomenal. McAfee just being a little shitbag. It's very clever. I mean, it is technically WWE, but it's different, if you know what I mean. Like, it is WWE's product, but it's not main roster product. And that's the idea, is that, to give a brand for people like us who like this kind of stuff. And I think that's what I like about WWE, is they're willing to, give you complete brands that are dominated by what you like. If Raw has something different to this. 205 Live is really good for cruiserweights, for instance. They've got plenty of opportunities. There's something different for everybody. Pat McAfee and Kyle O'Reilly squaring off. He lured him right in there. Lured him right in. Steel chair. It's good. This is good storytelling as well, because Adam Cole and obviously Pat McAfee, like I mentioned earlier, had that great match. So 33 seconds left. 4th and 8. Bobby Fish's table still sitting in the middle. Broncos missed the field goal. But they missed it. Brandon McManus. Interesting choice to go for it. What other wrestling do you watch? I watch Raw, SmackDown. I watch Impact on a Tuesday night. Impact Wrestling. You can watch that on Access TV in America. It's also on Twitch, actually, if you're from North America. So I watch that. That's on a Tuesday night. And Wednesdays, I used to watch AEW Dynamite a lot. AEW Dynamite and NXT are both on at the same time on a Wednesday, so that's kind of like a ratings war thing. I don't really care about that. I watch NXT predominantly. I think that's a better program. I think it's a better product. It's got better wrestlers. I also really like Ring of Honor, which you can actually watch for free. The Fight TV app is free to download. Actually, you don't have to pay for everything on there, and you can actually watch Ring of Honor for free on there. So I recommend that. It's only 1 hour a week, and it's a really good show, Ring of Honor. And they do some great pay-per-views. If you like something like this, which is more purist wrestling, Ring of Honor is something you should definitely check out. Impact is pretty sweet as well, obviously. But yeah, I mean, there's loads of wrestling. Yeah, Impact's on Twitch. It's not actually available over here on Twitch, but there are ways around it, blockers, whatever. Yeah, I mean, I always say to people, find something that you like and watch it and enjoy it. You know, there's so much wrestling to watch. It's not just WWE and AEW. You know, there is Impact, there is Ring of Honor. There's loads of smaller companies. There's a company called Reach, actually, over here, Reach Wrestling. They're an independent promotion, and they actually do YouTube shows at the moment. If you check them out, if you type in Reach Wrestling, they're doing these shows called Unit 10, which is... Chiefs are taking a piss out of us now. We're in trouble in our second half, I reckon. But you're in Canada. Oh, cool. Oh, you're like Carl Wilkinson then, one of my co-hosts. He's from Canada as well. Yeah, well, actually, I think AEW Dynamite is live in Canada. It's on your main cable providers over there. You'd need Kyle to confirm that for you. But he's on Twitter, Kyle_Wilkinson, if you want to follow him. Should be able to watch it. But yeah, like, you'll have no problem watching. He watches TNA / Impact, excuse me, on Twitch every Tuesday night. That's on. What time's it on? 8 o'clock Eastern, I think, is what time it's on a Tuesday. Dynamite's also available. NXT isn't. That's on USA and America. It's not available on mainstream television in Canada. So, yeah, I do love Canada. The dream is to go to Canada at some point. It's high on my list. But yeah, man, there is a lot to watch, and a lot of it's on YouTube as well, and it's free as well. Just type in British wrestling, or British independent wrestling, or just independent wrestling. There's so many free shows on YouTube that you can watch and check out. You know, you can check out old Ring of Honor shows. There's loads of free matches from Ring of Honor that are on YouTube. There's matches involving these guys, AJ Styles, and guys from WWE like Samoa Joe, guys in AEW like Christopher Daniels. Most of the great wrestling stars all at some point or another went through Ring of Honor. Cody was in Ring of Honor. You know, loads of them were. Kansas City were a field goal attempt. Boom. 10-9 to the Broncos as time expires. So if you'd said we would have been 10-9 up at the half, I would have been very impressed. And the cool thing is, this will most likely have finished by the time... Jesus Christ, did you see that roundhouse? That inverted roundhouse kick from Fish? That was like a proper martial arts kick. I mean, he is an MMA fighter as well, so that makes a lot of sense. But jiu-jitsu practitioner as well, as is Kyle O'Reilly, a very, very good jiu-jitsu practitioner. So, Pete Dunne going in with the armbar. Beautiful. Cole's countering it. He's got him in a pin in submission. Ooh. But yeah, there's so much wrestling, man. There really is. No, CM Punk was... It's funny, actually. I'm not as hot on CM Punk as I used to be. I used to really like him. I never really enjoyed him as much in WWE as other people did, but there's no doubting he's so talented. He just hates wrestling now. I met Aeron and Daniels at a London Comic Con a few years back. This was after Punk had left. So I think it was 2015 or 2016. Can't remember. And I sort of went up to him, and my girlfriend at the time had a CM Punk t-shirt because she was a mark for him. And they went, "Oh, CM Punk, he fucking hates wrestling, man." And they were showing me like all these things about how he hates wrestling, and still talk to them. And he was like, "I fucking hate wrestling." It's like, fair enough. And he just wanted away from it. But you know what? Everybody's got a price, as $1 Million Man said, even CM Punk. So the O'Reilly table's been set up by Adam Cole, weirdly enough. Something crazy is going to happen here. But yeah, if you ever want links, I don't know if you're on Twitter or whatever, but you're welcome to follow me on social media at AeronNextDesign on Twitter, and at Aeron Will See You Now on Instagram. You can actually see him down there somewhere. They're on there. But yeah, if you follow me, I'm more than happy to send some stuff to you. He did, yeah. That didn't work well, did it? I actually didn't mind it, WWE Backstage on Fox. And I think people thought because he was on that, oh, that was nasty. Table didn't break, and I think it was supposed to. Pete Dunne's Pete Dunne tried not to laugh at the fact that the table didn't break is really amusing to me. Well, it broke now. Pete Dunne's kind of tried not to laugh. How come you went off Punk? I think, actually, do you know what? I actually prefer him now because I really admire people who are outspoken and don't compromise themselves, aka myself. That's who I am, you know. I don't compromise who I am. I don't try and pretend to be anybody else, and I don't try and pretend that I'm a wonderful person just because it suits all the woke little fucking, you know, pussies on social media. It doesn't work for me. Pat McAfee, that was a nasty bump, wasn't it? Oh. But yeah, I think at the time when he left, I understand why he left, but I just think he was, you know, there was a lot of bitching and a lot of moaning, and it got to the point where you just thought, I always thought he was a bit overrated. I never thought he was the best wrestler in a company, and the reason that he was so popular was because he was quite edgy when the company became super boring and PG. For me, 2011, 2012, that kind of era is one of the worst eras of wrestling that WWE's ever had. Do you remember John Laurinaitis and John Cena and Kane and all these awful gimmicks, and Zack Ryder was on top. And I like Zack Ryder, but it was just the way he was, it was so gimmicky and so childish and so cartoony, and I saw CM Punk as like the leader of that in a lot of ways, and I think a part of me just associated that crap period with CM Punk, and it always people were always like, yeah, but CM Punk's great and the rest of them are rubbish. I was like, yeah, he's great because everyone else is crap, not because he's one of the best. That's how I always felt, and I still feel that way to a certain extent. He was a great wrestler, but he was never one of the best for me. No, good mic worker as well, good talker, so he made it interesting when it was so. Well, that's exactly why CM Punk, I think, is so loved, because he wasn't actually the best. For me, he's not even like top 10. But one thing that he did do was he actually made it interesting, because it was so fucking bad at that point. You know, that Money in the Bank match with Cena is amazing. You know, when he runs off with the belt after he wins it off of Cena, and that amazing match in his hometown of Chicago, that's incredible stuff. You know, that was rightfully so. That was lauded. But, you know, you had so many bad things like, you know, Ryback versus Camacho and stuff like that. You think, oh, Jesus Christ. His storyline with Cena, yeah, it was good and bad. Sometimes it was good. Sometimes, I tell you what, I've never liked John Cena as a wrestler. Nice enough guy, I'm sure, but Pat McAfee's like, oh, mate, my back hurts. No, I'm good. I love that. Oh, no. I love that. Slapping him around here. Kick the shit out of the celebrity. Literally was typing that before you said it. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of John Cena. Do you know what? John Cena, right? Everyone makes out like he's this amazing human being. If I was earning millions and millions and millions of dollars a year, I'd have no problem making a wish too. Do you know what? I always say that the measure of a man or a woman and the quality of them as a human being is what they do for others when they have nothing, not what they do for people when they have everything. And John Cena, for a long time, has had a lot. And when he has a lot, he's quite happy to do things for people. It's the same with Cristiano Ronaldo, you know? Everyone always says to me, oh, he's so lovely, he gives millions to charity. Well, yeah, because he earns hundreds of millions. Of course he's going to give millions to charity. That guy's basically going to be a billionaire by the time he's finished playing football. Oh, dear. Pat's going to get it. Oh, Pete Dunne's alive. They've come to save Pat. Danny Burch throwing hands there. Danny Burch is English as well. The bald-headed guy on Pat McAfee's team. Well, I say the bald-headed guy, the slightly thicker of the bald-headed guys. The one who introduced the cricket bats, and I've actually met him a few times. Lovely guy. I was very privileged actually, because he used to be in NXT and then he left and then re-signed. He wasn't going anywhere, and he thought, I'm going to go back to the Indies for a bit, and then they called him up and said, do you want to give it another try? And he came back, and now he's a tag team champ, and I'm really proud of him, because at one point it felt like they weren't going to use him, they weren't going to do anything with him, and he just persevered and kept fighting. So, you know, even though he's a bad guy in this match, obviously got a lot of love for him, and obviously being British as well, you know, he's a good representation for people like myself, you know, who have worked hard to try and make a tiny little impact in this business, whether it be through this stream or working or whatever. So, mate, I don't think this match is ever going to end, is it? I don't think it's ever going to end. Oof, that was a nasty bump. Bobby Fish, beautiful back elbow on Oney Lorcan. Pete Dunne's got shaky legs. He's wobbling. He's wobbling on that rope, bruv. My stream froze slightly, so I missed the backbreaker. Beautiful superplex on Pat McAfee. Mate, this is just pure carnage. Pure, unadulterated, world-class carnage. I would argue this is one of the best pay-per-views I've seen in the last few years. This has been fucking amazing. And it's only had 5 matches. And each one of them has been world-class. I'm trying to think how you can't give every match at least 4 stars out of 5. Like, both War Games matches are basically 5-star. Like... Where's Pat McAfee? He's disappeared. He's got to be somewhere. That was sick. That was fucking sick. Fair fucking play to you, Mr. McAfee. The richest man in Orlando. Not sure that's saying much, is it? I honestly thought he was gone. Normally when they do that, I'm like, no, yeah, he's up there. I honestly didn't realise that. They got me there. They got me. And I've been watching wrestling for 30 years. They got me. I appreciate that. No way, man. Oh, dear. Do you know what? I appreciate you sticking with us all this time, Paolo. Man, mad appreciate that. It's just basically me and you chilling out watching wrestling, bruv. One day we'll have many people in here, but you'll always be one of the originals. We'll make sure that everyone knows that Paolo at Lamb Chop is an OG, bro. Try and do like 15 things at once here. It's just not happening. Oh, mate. The richest man because he used to be a kicker. Possibly. Yeah, possibly. Oh, that's brilliant. O'Reilly was going for the famous McGuinness lariat there, and he countered that beautifully. Yeah, that move was made famous by Nigel McGuinness in Ring of Honor, so it's not surprising that loads of Ring of Honor guys have been using it. Nigel McGuinness, who also is normally on commentary for NXT, I don't know where he is. Whew. It just never ends. It won't end. I would like to see it end in the next couple of minutes. You know how it feels like, don't get me wrong, it's been world class, but it feels like the longer it goes on, the more you think, oh, come on, lads. Like, you know, while you're in the moment, you want it to kind of get you and catch you there. But I do like it when they sort of find the right moment to finish and they don't just keep going over and over and over. Countered. Got a headlock counted into that. Oh my god. Oh my god. That suplex on the steel was fucking harsh. Man, that shows you how hard Pete Dunne is. Not many men can take that bump. That was a wild, wild bump. Whew. What are you doing? Oh! McAfee has returned. But so has Adam Cole. Oh, he went low. Right in the man's plums. Oh. Oh. Right in the Nakamura's. Oh, he's going for the punt. Of course he would go for the punt. Get your hand off your plums, Adam Cole. Super kick. Go figure that Fish uses his table to spear Danny Burch through it. Oh my god. Wow. I honestly thought that was it. He's going for the Shining Wizard. Or as he calls it, I think he calls it the last call. Oh, mate. Only Lorcan taking a bullet for Pat McAfee. Feelings. Oh, the feels. Oh, God, what are you doing? Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, my God. Why would you do that? That was fucking horrendous. Did you see that backbreaker, mate? Insane. That's got to be it. Thank God. Tell you what, mate. God, blimey. I think that's the only pick I got right out of all my predictions. was the Undisputed Era winning. Oh, I'll tell you what, only Lorcan's face. He is messed up. What a shit kicking. Missed that last 5 minutes. Rewind it and watch it. It's worth it. It was a crazy ending. I mean crazy. Absolutely fucking wild, mate. Money that was. Incredible. I'll tell you what, if that's it for the Undisputed Era, like, that is what a send-off. In terms of NXT, obviously. Because, you know, they're not going anywhere. Not from WWE. That was amazing. Holy shit. Wow. What a fucking watch that was, ladies and gentlemen. And especially my boy, Paolo Lamchop. Thank you so much for watching along with me. Gonna leave it there, and I'm gonna do the review tomorrow, and obviously drop that as an audio podcast. So look out for that if you're part of the audio thing. Paolo, if you got any thoughts, man, because obviously you watched it with me and had a great time, and for anyone who may be catching up with this stream later on, let us know, man. At WrestlePlug on social media, follow us. You can follow me. You've got my social media tags right here. Instagram and Twitter. Send what you think of it, because I'm going to be covering the show in good depth tomorrow for the audio podcast review. I might even record it as well, just for the sake of it anyway. But the audio podcast will be dropping. That'll be episode 482. I'll check it out. Thank you very much, Paolo Lamchop, one of the OGs of our live streaming experience. Thank you so much for joining me, brother. I really appreciate that, man. Canada's finest, baby. And of course, big shout out to everyone else who was watching along, especially in the early parts of it. You know, Jerry, Jay Miller, few others, Cam as well. Thank you so much for checking in. So just got to keep streaming, man. You're doing great. Love the streams. Thank you so much, man. I'm gonna persist with it. Hopefully we can build a bigger family. That's what WrestlePlug's all about. It's a family. It's a dysfunctional family, but it's a family. We love each other. We look after each other. People have a safe space here to enjoy wrestling, you know, and they can be honest and they can say what they feel, and that's why I'm very proud of WrestlePlug. But we shall leave it there for the evening. Thank you very much for checking out the stream. Like I say, at WrestlePlug across all social media platforms. Any thoughts on NXT Takeover War Games? What you saw, what went down? Maybe you've got ratings of your own. How do you rate each match out of 5 stars? Whatever it might be, let us know so we can give you guys the shout-outs you deserve, especially my boy Paolo. But yeah, we'll leave it there for now. We'll catch you tomorrow night, because I will be back, of course. Good night, brother. I will be back tomorrow night to live stream and react to WWE Raw. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you very soon for more content from the WrestlePlug.